And we're getting some people in here now. Yeah, I thought I'd go on a spirit walk. I haven't done one in 6 weeks or maybe even 2 months. And so I walked and thought about what I was doing. Said a prayer for the highest and best good. Then I sat down on this bench. I'm about to turn the camera on and start channeling or whatever, freestyling. And then I notice the name of this boat that I'm sitting in front of, Magic. So that's the point. That's the point of the spirit walk today. Magic. But let's back up a little bit. What do we really know about coronavirus? What do we really know about QAnon? What do we really know about wearing masks and toilet paper and putting gloves on? What do we really know? I say we don't know shit. We don't know anything. And that's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing at all. I think the more important question is, and this is not a cliche or New Ageism or old Far Eastern philosophy, what do we really know about ourselves? You see, I think that's where we're at. I don't think there's a battle going on. I think it's a good sign that a lot of people are aligning with polarities as this great divide gets wider and wider. And I think it's a good thing that, me included, at times we align with the extremity of a polarity, because it means that we're working ourselves back like a pendulum to the 0 point. It's not a battle. There is no good and bad. There is no dark and light. I don't care what your experience is or what your perception is. I am soul doesn't choose a side. It's a choice. And if there's any kind of competition, I hate to even use that word, if there's any type of contest or competition or game to this, it's not about a battle. It's about what timeline are we going to choose. I've got a friend, very good friend. Her husband's been in the hospital fighting COVID-19. But how do we even know that's real? And how do we know it's not? How do you know if something's true or something's not true? Think about all the stances that we take. And dig down a little bit and see where you get your information because you read it on the internet. This isn't how we are meant to operate. We're not meant to operate by what we receive from the external unless it's a synchronicity, like standing in front of a boat called Magic and sitting down and having a talk with some brothers and sisters. It's a choice of timelines. How do we know that 30% of the world isn't on a COVID-19 timeline, and 30% of the world is on a timeline that takes precautions not to get it and won't get it because of the intention of their beliefs, because of their will, okay? And the other 30 or 40% walks around without a mask, without gloves, without fear of death, with understanding that we're doing something here on this earth that if it's been done before, it's never made it full circle. And I think that's what we're doing. I think we're taking it full circle. We're picking up where all the old ancient civilizations dropped it. Not dropped it in a bad way, but they took it as far as they could. We're talking about Atlantis, Lemuria, Mu. We're talking about Sumerian. We're talking about Egyptian. We're talking about Avalon. We're talking about all those histories that we have a little bit of an idea about and all those that we've never been told about. And it goes beyond Earth. It's galactic. It's everything. So to me, it's not a battle. It's a choice. What timeline do you want to choose? And what do we really know about ourselves and each other? What people say, what you hear, how you feel when somebody does something. I mean, we're reacting to an external that we created. And the whole trick has been to operate this thing from the center of the universe. It's us. The previous civilizations that we were a part of, they went down that path. They were merging the physical and the non-physical. And then things would happen. Greed would come in, covetousness, jealousy, and all those different things that were part of that creation. They don't have to be part of this creation anymore. We don't have to be fixated on all these external things. And if we're going to look at them, which we will, to remain objective, look for the signs, because the universe is talking to each and every one of us. If we'll just look at the trees and not just the forest. And if we're going to look at everything, that's fine. We're going to have to. But are we going to be programmed by it? Do you really think it's going to make any difference who's the prime minister or who's the president or who this or who that? This is what happened in Atlantis. This is what happened in previous civilizations. We're here to complete the circle. We're here to complete the cycle of cycles. We're doing this for the earth. We're doing this for each other. We're doing this for the universe, the multiverses. We're doing this for God. We're doing this for Source. This is who we are, what we're a part of. And as you've seen in your own life, it's always darkest before the dawn. We don't have to be in the darkness anymore at all. Our belief systems create our reality. And there may be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different timelines on this earth right now. There may be 70. There may be, who knows? There may be 3, 2. But one thing is certain. There is one natural timeline. And that's when 8 billion people are walking around the earth and knowing I am soul. Knowing I cannot be killed spiritually, energetically, unless I kill myself, unless I sell my soul for this external illusion that we've created. Be it a relationship, be it a job you don't like, be it past regrets, whatever it is. We're here to integrate illusion and reality, physical and non-physical, man and goddess, God. We're here to integrate and take this universe through the portal of our own energy field to a place it's never been before. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Many people have had experiences on alternate timelines and other dimensions, but you're still here. Many of us have had many traumas in our lives or known people that have, but we're still here. And I don't mean physically here. I mean the I am soul is here. We're not going anywhere. We have worked our collective asses off for many, many, many incarnations, more than we can even fathom. But the universe always has a purpose. And that purpose is to expand itself, to know itself more. And as it discovers itself more, and just how incredible and expansive and infinite that it is, it then realizes that it has greater power. It has the power to be creator. It has the power to create the highest perfection through the heart, with itself, and all that it creates. And everything that we're looking at, including me looking at you, is what I've created, what we've created. I'm watching everything happen and go by. You know, Soul Speaks 5D and just watching things in the community. And I can feel myself wanting to get emotional. fired up like I've done many, many times. And one of the things I got today is when I do that, even if I'm channeling something pure, I'm still not in the 0 point. I'm still being affected. I still have a side that I've chosen. And I guess what I'm trying to say is that there's a peace that has anchored itself to this earth that is many words more than peace. It's love, it's courage, it's wisdom, it's light, it's truth, it's freedom, it's sovereignty. And it's there and it's available, and no one's going to do it for us. And we're certainly not going to get there, or we will be impeded drastically if we continue to allow ourselves to be programmed by the external. It's not about telling everybody what's going on and who did what and who's the bad guy and who's going to hang and this and that. It's about our own personal responsibility to be the goddess God that we are. And the crazy thing is that human beings need to have evidence for everything, right? And that's okay. We're merging the human and the heavens. So what I'm trying to say is our results are there. The little synchronicities are there. They're occurring more and more and more and more. And we can make a physical manifestation that we've only been able to achieve for the most part in our dreams and in dimension. We have arrived, and it's time to take stock in ourselves and to know ourselves more and to find our deeper powers and to practice those powers. Practice the powers of telepathy. As example, we've all got somebody we've had a beef with. Could be a mother, could be a brother, could be a friend, could be whatever. And maybe we don't have the courage to pick up the phone and try to have a conversation, but maybe we could sit down and telepathically send them our highest love and compassion, and then see what starts to happen. If we can do that, and things like that, with the proper intention, with an alignment, with our free will, with universal will, you will see the results in our physicality. This is what's happening to this world. And it's going to happen as soon or as late as we want it to. And it's not going to take the whole majority to do it. It's just going to take a powerful minority. And we are already on the road. We're already on the path. And it's not going to be through more separation and divisiveness and picking sides. It's going to be the I am soul from the center of the universe, you taking, me taking personal responsibility for everything that's happening. Every single freaking thing. And owning the God creation seed that we are. And sending the energy one way or another to whatever that situation is or circumstance that pops in our head for a reason to be cleared and aligned, and we send that God frequency that we are to that, and we move on about our day. And after all the connections we've had to the higher dimensions and the galactics and on, angels and all that, the human is the hero. The evidence, the story, it's not going to roll out in the light speed that these dimensional connections do or galactic visitations. It's going to roll out in human time, one moment at a time, one moment at a time, making us more present and more present. We're going to see these miracles, what we would call miracles from the old vernacular. We're going to see these things happen, and they're going to happen as each person starts to take those steps and cultivate their infinite power. This is not religion, it's not spirituality. I call it Soulogy, but Soulogy is just a word for the creation seed that we all are. One is one. There is no exception. I will be damned if I'm going to wear a mask in public. I'll be damned if I'm going to put gloves on. I'll be damned if I'm going to walk around this earth in fear after all the shit I've been through and you've been through. Hell no. If I'm going to live another day, another month, another year, 100 years, 1,000 years, I'm going to walk around here with my universal balls, because we all have them. We are that. I am that. You are that. And we cannot go through this life and expand our higher skills, abilities, and nature by saying, I am that, I am the I am, but I'm not that, and I'm not that, and I'm not that, and they're a bad person, and she's ugly, and this and that. No. I didn't say it was going to be easy, but when it gets right down to it, it's not about who you talk to, it's not about what live you do, it's not about what posts you make, it's not about any of that shit. It's about where you at. Where are you at with who are you? Who am I? What am I becoming? Where are the signs? I see them. I acknowledge them. I'm in gratitude. I praise the universe. I praise myself. And when we do that, each one of us, as we go through the ebb and flow of life, as we get on there and sustain it for a bit, and we fall a little bit, but we're working on it, and the downtime is a lot less than it used to be. We're getting real close. But the answers aren't going to come from out there. It's going to come from in here. It's going to come from taking responsibility for what's going on, from the closest circles out. Everything else is a distraction. Well, I haven't done a spirit walk in a long time. I hope those people over there liked it. But if you just got here, I went to do a spirit walk. I haven't done one in 6 weeks, and I pull up right next to this. Hope you can see that. It says magic. So I was sitting here thinking about, okay, connect, ask for assistance, align. And I looked up and I saw the word magic, and I said, there it is. Man, don't watch anything out there. Watch yourself. What am I saying? Why did I say that? Why did I post that? You know, why did I do that? And you may find some things out that'll blow your mind. And the great thing about what's happening now is when you do find out something that you're unconscious about, you have an immediate, energetic transformation that's getting immediate results in the physical experience. And I can point to people all over the world. Don't doubt yourself. Don't doubt the power of what we've built. And don't doubt at all. You know? Faith. The transitive verb to trust and believe. I am soul. I've been around since the beginning, and I'm not going anywhere, and none of you are either. We've built a beautiful world. Don't let the press fool you. We've built an energetic, huge, energetic opportunity for ourselves to grow, for this planet to grow, for the universe to grow from our example. You know, let's give it hell. Let's show the universe that nothing raises hell like the light. Morgan called me. That was Morgan. I guess I'll head back. Thank you so much. Endless gratitude, love, honor, respect, and reverence to each and every one of you, my brothers and sisters. All blessings to you and yours.